The House impeachment hearings continue tomorrow, and tonight, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi appears to have simplified the case Democrats will make against President Trump.
Quid pro quo is out. It has been replaced by just one word: bribery. KCAL 9 political reporter Randy Page is here with that and some breaking news on the impeachment investigation. Randy?
And you know, there are some late-breaking details tonight, including some ominous signs for a Trump attorney who's been keeping a low profile lately. According to a late-breaking story from Bloomberg News tonight, President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, is under investigation by federal prosecutors for possible campaign finance violations and a failure to register as a foreign agent, according to 3 unnamed U.S. officials. The probe of Giuliani, according to one official, could also include possible charges on violating laws against bribing foreign officials or conspiracy. And if House Speaker Nancy Pelosi gets her way, you will be hearing less Latin coming from House Democrats.
Quid pro quo
Is out.
Bribery
Is in.
Bribery, extortion and bribery.
Bribe an ally.
Article 2 of the Constitution says a president can be removed from office for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors.
The bribe is to grant or withhold military assistance in return for a public statement of a fake investigation.
Do you think bribery is an appropriate descriptor of what we've seen through the evidence?
I think it could be an appropriate descriptor.
Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson says the term bribery makes sense when applied to the Constitution's definition of impeachable offenses.
President Trump, as President of the United States, saying to the Ukrainian government, I want something from you that will be helpful for me personally, not the American people, but me personally, and then we will give you either military aid or a meeting at the White House. And that's what the framers had in mind, using your position and abusing your position.
The Associated Press reported today that a second staffer at the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine overheard President Trump talking about the investigation he was seeking. The staffers were sitting with Gordon Sondland, the U.S. ambassador to the EU, at a cafe in Kiev when Sondland used his cell phone to call the president.
What this call indicates is that the instructions are coming from the president on down.
At least 8 witnesses have now testified President Trump wanted Ukraine to probe his campaign rival, Joe Biden. But Republicans reject those claims.
They will continue to try to make something up when we have the facts of the phone call. We know there was no pressure to either leader, and the money was released.
At a rally in Louisiana tonight, President Trump didn't hold back when talking about Burbank Congressman Adam Schiff, who was leading the House impeachment investigation.
Little shifty Schiff. He's got the little 10-inch neck. What size shirts do you need, Adam? I wear a size 9.
Well, there is another breaking development. There are reports tonight that investigators are calling in a last-minute witness, Mark Sandy. He works for the Office of Management and Budget, and he reportedly was ordered to sign the paperwork to withhold military aid to Ukraine. He's reportedly not happy about it, and he's willing to tell investigators who told him to do it, an order that could go all the way to the president.